Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube podcast channel. It's me, your favorite TikToker, helgababushka, and hopefully I'll be your favorite YouTuber, helgababushka, and of course I'll still be your favorite, the queen of controversy. Anyway guys, did you miss me? Yep, I miss me too. No, I'm just joking. I miss you all, guys. Because, last time I've decided to finally do my podcast here on YouTube. But then, as soon as I posted 3 podcasts, that's when I got sick, unfortunately. And my sickness started on my actual birthday. I know, it's crazy, eh? So yeah, I started on my birthday. I started having sore throat, and then next thing you know, I could not talk properly. And then 3 days later, I started coughing so hard, and next thing you know, I thought I had COVID, and then I ended up going to the doctor to see what my situation is all about. And then the doctor told me that, oh, you have bronchitis. There's nothing to worry. It's not contagious. And you don't need to take any medication for that because after 10 days, it will go away. So that's pretty much what happened. First of all, I want to say hello to my friend Jerome. Shout out my friend Jerome, the average unplugged man. I know you made a video of me and you really wanted to collab with me very soon. So don't worry, my friend. Hopefully after New Year, we'll be able to collab together and talk about stuff. And to my friend Jay in the Philippines, the Black Filipino TV, hello to you. I hope you're having fun in the Philippines. You guys, if you want to check Jay, he is married to a Filipina, a beautiful Filipina in the Philippines. Well, both of them are currently living in the Philippines. So check his channel out, guys. Anyway, last time I was talking about the beauty standard of the Philippines. And today, I'm gonna be talking about the part 2 of the beauty standard of the Philippines. I know many of you may have seen it already, however, some of you didn't. So if you want to watch it, I'm gonna link it in the description down below so you guys can watch it and then you will have a better idea of what I'm gonna be talking about today. So last time, I got a bit emotional because when I told the story, it actually came from my heart. And then I just remember some stuff that I was really insecure about myself, how I was bullied because of I have curly hair. And even though I already have fair skin, I was still bullied. But then, again, it didn't matter if you have curly hair or fair skin or straight hair or dark skin. The most important really is if you are rich in the Philippines. So people are more likely to bow down to you, respect you based on the status of your money. But then again, the beauty standard of the Philippines, it still remained the same until now, where if you have white skin and straight hair, you're considered beautiful, or you will get treated fairly or special in many ways. And whereas if you have dark skin and curly hair, you will get treated in a way that, it's basically out of the question, that it will just make you upset. But then again, guys, watch that video if you haven't seen it. I know last part was a very long content. It's because I actually went into details. I basically started off from when I was a child or in elementary school or in high school, and the next thing you know, I came to Canada. So growing up, I didn't get only bullied because of my curly hair and for being poor. So aside from being bullied because of having curly hair and for growing up poor, I was also bullied for my forehead. That's right, guys, I was bullied because I have a big forehead. My relatives and sometimes friends, they always call me dangas, dangas, dangas. Dangas means big forehead, basically big bulky forehead. Bulky forehead. So yeah, I was bullied because I have big forehead. And then next thing you know, here comes my ears. Okay? Yeah, I was bullied because if you can see this ear, and then if you can see this ear is actually longer. It looks like an elf. This one is normal. So growing up, since I have this ear here where it looks like elf, I was also bullied. They used to call me tangkag, tangkag, tangkag. Tangkag means like this. elf ear. So that's tangkag. I know it's weird. I have long ear and then this is short one. But I realize now I consider that unique. And most of the time I don't even notice it. And the most important thing is I can hear. That's all it matters, right? Aside from being bullied because of forehead and big ears, I was also bullied for having ugly nose. I know. Yes, that's right, guys. I was bullied for having big nose, apparently. So, I was called lisnag. Basically, lisnag means big nostril. So, as you can see, I have big nostril, and my nose was actually my most insecurity I've ever had in my life until I came to Canada. Because, again, for me, it feels like a lot of kids, they basically look at your nose right away as soon as they see you, or just people, Filipino people in general. And they look at you, they would say something about your nose. And for me, because I have big nostril, apparently it's considered ugly. And that's why for me, I kind of hated myself growing up, because I feel like, why do I have this nose? Why? And for a while, guys, I basically hated my nose for a very long period of time because of how people see you right away. If you have nice nose, they compliment you. If you have ugly nose, they criticize you or judge you. Oh my God, look at your nose. It's lisnag, it's big nostril. Oh my God, it looks ugly. So you know what I mean? That was actually my biggest insecurity growing up, more than my hair. And that is why I hated myself for a while. I questioned God all the time. God, why did you give me this nose? Why can't you just make my nose like what they want me to have? Because guys, in the Philippines, if your nose are big, like especially if you have big nostril, you are considered not so attractive or ugly. And I believe that the beauty standard in the Philippines, you must have this kind of nose, kind of like that, where you can hardly breathe. Because for them, they consider that beautiful. It makes you feel like you look like an actor. So in order for you to have a nice or beautiful nose, you must have a long, sharp bridge right here. And then you must have this kind of thing where it's basically like that. Okay, where it's like narrow. They call that narrow. Or we call that taas ng ilong, or matangos means pointy. So if you have pointy nose, you're considered very good looking and or attractive. But with my nose, oh my God, I'm telling you guys, I really hated myself. Other thing is, I got bullied for having a wide shoulder. As you can see, my shoulder is very wide. And I didn't get bullied very much from when I was in elementary school, but I was actually bullied in high school. So the person who bullied me in high school, it was actually a woman, and I can still remember who she is. At some point, I was wearing a tank top, and during that time, Johnny Bravo cartoon character was also popular. And she saw my shoulder and she started bullying me, calling me Johnny Bravo. She's telling me, oh, Johnny Bravo, Johnny Bravo. And for me, I feel like, wow, aside from having forehead, from having ugly nose, from having ugly ears, now I look like Johnny Bravo. So again, I got more insecure and more insecure. And then of course the thing is also my height. So I am 4'11", but I always love to call myself 5'5" because I like to put a little bit of tax on my height. So anyway guys, I'm a tiny girl, right? And so basically the most highlight names that I was called is curly hair, big nose, and long ears, and then Johnny Bravo, and then short. So for being short, I didn't really feel that much insecure because I know that there are many girls like me who have the same height. So that didn't really make me feel insecure, right? So I just kind of like, at first I did wish that I'm a bit taller, but at a time I was always blaming my mom's like, Mom, why did you have to be short? Like, look at me, I'm short. Like, I did have a lot of insecurities because in the Philippines, guys, if you have noticed Miss Universe, they always have tall girls, they always have nice, big, silky, straight hair, and they always have this one. And have you noticed that a lot of them won Miss Universe, they're half-breed, they're not even Filipino. And that's the thing that sometimes I don't really feel so proud when half-breed Filipino will win Miss Universe because I feel like I want to see an actual beauty of the Philippines. I mean, Philippines is so proud of that color supposedly because they teach that in school. They always say you must be proud of your kayumanggi skin, but at the same time they're always pushing this freaking whitening stuff to the people, to women, to make them so insecure about themselves. And that is why sometimes it makes me really annoyed that you call yourself proud being Filipino, but you don't even appreciate having brown or moreno skin. But yet you want to change your skin to look like someone you're not. So it does make me feel kind of annoyed sometimes because there are so many people who are hypocrite. I mean, not just people exist in the Philippines who are hypocrite, but anywhere in the world. But obviously I'm talking about Philippines right now. So that's the thing. It just makes me really, really frustrated because they always say proud to be Filipino, but at the same time you're drowning yourself and injecting yourself with whitening products, and you're trying to change your nose because you want to get validated. You want people to tell you, oh my god, you look so beautiful, you look like Westerner, you can be an actor or potential or future Miss Universe. And that's the thing, it just makes you upset because how the mentality is like that. That's how we were conditioned that way. The highlight of beauty standard in the Philippines is if you're tall, if you have nice, long, silky, and straight hair, and also if you have super white skin, as in super fair skin where you look like a ghost. And that's when they will tell you you are so pretty. And that is why, guys, I never felt so beautiful in the Philippines. I didn't really think that I was ugly in the Philippines because I have some relatives, my aunt, and some of my cousin will tell me, wow, you're so beautiful. So with those comments, it does at least make me feel good knowing that even though a lot of people see me as a normal person or my standard is low, at least some people see me as like up here. So most of the time I didn't really focus in those negative comments, right? Because I still believe those people who are giving me positive comments. But then again, guys, it did create insecurity about myself, about my nose, my forehead, my shoulder, and of course during my high school, most especially because that's when I got bullied a lot. How did I end up getting out from being bullied or getting out from my insecurities? Here's why. When I came in Canada, that's when my insecurity slowly leaving myself, but not completely, because obviously it took me years to build all the insecurities about myself, right? And I guess for being in Canada, I feel kind of different in a way. Some are bad, some are good, but then luckily I did end up meeting someone who's from here, and he basically made me feel so good about myself. All the insecurities I have in myself, I ask him, hey, what do you think of my nose? He would say, why? What's wrong with your nose? It's like, he's like, would you like to exchange? That's like, are you kidding me? Your nose is so beautiful. Your nose is so popular in the Philippines. I would love to have nose like you. And he was like, your nose is wonderful. You have nice, cute button nose. They're so cute. I just want to keep touching them. And then, but at the same time, he doesn't really appreciate of his nose, because he has seen a lot of noses like his in here, right? So for him, it's kind of like not so popular. Maybe it's okay. So he made me feel better about my nose, and I was telling him before, when I have money, I'm gonna change my nose. And I said, why would you do that? Like, it looks so beautiful already. Please don't do that. So he was able to convince me to appreciate my nose, and he made me believe, which I ended up believing myself. And so with my height, I was like, hey, what do you think about my height? Like, do you like my height? Because I know a lot of men appreciate tall girls. And he's like, are you kidding me? That's the reason why I ended up liking you or attracting you, because you're so cute. You're like this Barbie doll at the same time. And I was like, oh, I want to be a Barbie. And it made me feel like, okay, you're my Barbie. You're my Barbie. I was like, okay, I'm your Barbie. So it made me feel that way, like, okay, he likes cute girls, so that would be me. And my nose has no issue. And I told him about my shoulder. I told him about my ears and my forehead, and how I'm insecure about them. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me, right? I was like, no, I'm serious. I was like, no, you should not be serious, because honestly, I didn't see anything about yourself. You know, I guess the only thing that he wished was my hair was a bit softer, because I do have frizzy hair. Of course, guys, when you have curly hair, depending of the type of your hair, you can get frizzy hair. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But I didn't have a problem, right? Because all I have to do is, if I have frizzy hair, all I have to do is straighten it up. Most of me he did appreciate. So I feel like, you know what? Those people who bullied me growing up, screw you. All the things that you bullied about me are actually attractive in Canada. I'm an average looking in the Philippines, and I feel insecure in the Philippines, but here I don't feel insecure anymore. Maybe I still have one or two insecurities, but for me it's not really a big deal, because you can't really see it properly, or it's kind of fading away. And of course, guys, I slowly build up my confidence while I'm slowly killing my insecurities. And that is why now I'm very happy about myself. I love myself, because before, people used to make me believe that I should not love myself. But you know what? They are wrong. And I realize now that all those people are just throwing all this their insecurity towards me, because they have their own insecurity too. But then when you are bullying someone, that someone cannot really see your insecurity, because you're overpowering that someone from your bulliness, right? And now I feel like when I look back, it makes me feel like I'm glad that those people made me feel that way, because now I came out different. I came out feeling like, you know, I don't really care what they say to me anymore, because a lot of them have bad life now. A lot of them are in a way that they think they're better before, but now they are not anymore. So I feel bad for them now. I have no hate towards them. I have no resentment towards them. In fact, I thank them for bullying me, for discriminating me, for lowering me down, because it only built me up even stronger, right? And now I realize they're actually weak. And I know, guys, each one of us has our own story, and mine turned out to be good. However, I know that some of you have a story that was bad or still bad, but you don't know how to get out of it. But all I can tell you guys is it's really up to you. If you want your story to be bad, if you want your story to continue feeling insecure about yourself, feeling hate towards yourself, and feeling just hate about everything, it's really up to you. It's all in here. It's up to you how you change your thinking and your heart. You need to open up your heart a little. Start forgiving people, start accepting things that you cannot change, and embrace the present moment of your life. Try to learn how to figure out to feel someone that you're supposed to be, and how to feel confident about yourself. It's all in here, guys, and it's all in here. It's really up to you if you want to go in that direction, because at the end of the day, our life is not a destination. It's a journey, and it's a story at the same time. You can change your own story. I didn't know I can do that. Now I know. I can change every chapter of my story, and so can you. And I know, guys, many of you watch a lot of movies, okay? Some movies, the ending is sad, happy, twist, and sometimes it makes you upset, angry, and many other things. But you also have to think that the movie is exaggerated. The movie most of the time is not real. It's made up. So someone is directing it. And to be honest with you, you can be the director of your own movie. You can decide how you can be in your life. And that is up to you, of course, how you can direct your life, how you can direct your journey, how you can direct yourself and your here and everything. So if you're capable of doing that, I'm gonna tell you right now that you'll be the luckiest person ever. And I'm really hoping that you will find a way to be able to open up to yourself, so that you will know who you are in person, so that you will start appreciating and loving yourself. And that is why on TikTok, a lot of people are trying to bring me down, especially a lot of my people in the Philippines. Unfortunately, they really tried to say something how my nose is ugly, like saying, oh, I can really see your brain because of big nostrils. And then, honestly, to be honest with you, I figured out that my face is unique. Yes, my nose is like this. Imagine if my nose is like that. How am I able to entertain you properly? God gave me this nose because He knows that I'm gonna have multiple personality, meaning I can make my face with many faces. And that is why a lot of people always tells me or calls me I'm a cartoon character, because apparently my face can make many different faces. And that's because of my nose. Because my nose, when I smile, my nose smile. And then it makes this and the next thing you know, when I do this, I have really different face. Whereas if you're just like this, no, I'm not trying to offend people with like this, okay? I'm just telling this to people who are bullying me, not to criticize other people. I'm very happy with my life, and that's the reason why a lot of people on TikTok, especially my haters, cannot bring me down, because no matter how tried they will bring me down, especially name calling, they cannot bring me down, because as I mentioned earlier, I was able to build my confidence. Like I was able to build a shield between me and the people who wants to bully me. It's like saying when someone throw rocks at you, they said you're supposed to throw them back with bread. I don't do that. Why would I waste my bread to throw back at you when you know you're just gonna waste it away? So what I did in my life, every time people or even my childhood neighbors and friends who used to bully me, I basically gathered all the rocks that they throw at me. I gathered. You know what I did? I turned it into a brick, a wall, so that I can block you. I can block your negativity. I can block your bulliness. I can block your hate towards me. Yes, keep throwing all your bricks and stones towards me. I promise you, I'm not going to use it against you. I am going to use it from you so that you can't get me. I'm able to create a very strong brick and shield to protect myself from bullying. That is why we need to learn how to love ourselves. Anyway, guys, now you know that if you are tall, have narrow nose and pointed nose and long, silky, straight hair and have fair skin, you are considered perfect in the Philippines. However, you're even perfect if you are rich because you can basically buy people's respect that way. Good thing is, a lot of Filipinas are slowly accepting their morena color. And I know that there are still many Filipina who are still insecure about their morena skin. I hope one day they will realize that, oh wow, like yeah, Helga was right, or maybe I should change. I should change the direction of the chapter of my journey. So I hope they'll able to find that connection to themselves rather than trying to get connection from others. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a like, please. And even if you don't like this video, just give me a like. Thank you. And if you feel like sharing this video, feel free to do that. And even better, guys, if you subscribe to my channel to support me and help me grow my channel. Anyway, I will see you next time. Okay, bye. Mwah.